So you go in, and the first one is just a basic target practice. And this one will be very familiar to you guys. It's just essentially static screens where you're shooting at targets, and then it will move, and more targets will pop up. You know, it's the equivalent of sort of a duck hunt type game. Key to remember is that you're going to be firing with your trigger down here. And back here on the Z trigger of the nunchuck is actually a zoom function, which you can use if you want, but you can also, it also kind of slows things down. So there's always stuff in the background that you can shoot at if you want to. But once the targets start popping up, you're going to want to hit them and not miss. So you can see it's going ×3. Every time you hit one in succession, you're going to get your multipliers up. So this is straight up score attack, and it's actually really addictive. Oh man, I just blew it though. Oh man. And of course, hitting closer to the center of the bullseye is going to get you more points. There's always stuff in the background that if you feel like shooting at, you can get extra points. Ooh, give me that, yes. As you just saw, hidden in some of the pots or signs or other things will be other bonuses that you can get. Oh, come on. Yes. Signs, pumpkins. Don't shoot the chickens. Cuckoos are -100 points, so despite your urges. And there actually are branching paths in these. I'm not going to tell you how to get them, but if you do specific things as you play along, snapshot. Oh. As you play along, you may find that doing specific things, shooting specific pots, shooting specific scarecrows, may find you a different path as you go through one of the target practice areas. So that's the basic one. It's target practice, point and shoot. The second stage in this particular one is a mode called Defender, and in this one, you're going to basically be static as well, but you can pivot. So you'll have 360 degrees of freedom. And in most of these, you're going to be getting attacked by waves of enemies. So you're going to need to pay attention to your radar, and you're going to need to be able to basically point at the edge of the screen to swivel and fire at them. So here we got Stalfos coming after me here. Aiming horribly. And of course, same rules apply. So, you know, if you're shooting perfect, which I'm not, bad things, then you're going to get better multipliers. If you see a green guy like that, shoot him, and then you get little Tommy gun. Which obviously with the numbers we're looking at here, you can see all those skulls in the background. Same rules apply for this mode. Oh man. You can shoot those skulls and get extra bonus points in the background. So, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are real light gun shooter fans, but there's serious replayability here if you guys are real, you know, score string type people. Getting perfect scores even on the very basic levels requires serious memorization of where things are going to be popping up, and then really serious dexterity as far as your aiming goes. And then the third one, speaking of dexterity, is a mode called Ranger, and you'll see this probably in all three of the levels that we're showing you today. And this one actually requires you to move around. So you're holding it in the same way, but you are moving with the control stick back here. Same controls, firing up here and zooming over here, but you're also controlling, you actually have to hunt down the bulblins in this particular section. So, let's see how we can do here. So, you can zoom, of course, still. Get this guy up here before I go up there. So again, moving, strafing, if you want to pivot, you do so. Yes, I'm just taunting him. I was just showing him what I could have done to him. Come on, buddy. You guys tell me if anybody's approaching on my radar. I'm not paying attention right now. you guys have seen that it's been timing out on me, so of course all these challenges are timed. You don't have an infinite amount of time to go through it. And of course, any time left on the clock when you're done is all bonus points. Oh wait, I think there's a guy over here. I actually get really stressed out in this mode. All right, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yes. Finishing everything, of course, gives you a big bonus at the end. So I didn't exactly set the world on fire with that particular one, but you guys will find that you'll probably want to play these levels several times in a row to get really, really good at them. The first time, of course, that you're playing through a target sequence, you're just gonna, things are gonna be popping up and surprising you. Second or third time, you're gonna be, waiting for things to pop up, bang, 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 and shooting all the jars and everything in the background. Really fun, and again, just a really good example of sort of the different ways that you can be using this zapper setup. It'll take you, probably if you're like me and you're used to, wandering around in shooter mode, you're going to be used to having the stick in a certain place and aiming. It takes a little while to get used to it, like in ranger mode when you're walking with your right thumb, or depending on how you hold the stick with your left thumb. It takes a little while to get used to sort of, okay, now I'm going to swivel this way, now I'm going to move and strafe, but play through it a couple times and I think it'll feel really second nature too.